In this video, I'm going to show you how I built my pigment rack to hold all my Baltic Day pigments for my resin pours. I hope you enjoy it. I started out by laying out all my pigments, and I tried to arrange them by color type or size of container. And then I started measuring the area I had available and writing it down. Next, I got the track saw out to cut the piece to the desired width and length I needed. And I put a little chamfer on the edges just to make it look a little more presentable. Next, I cut some light colored walnut scraps that I had for the shelves and resawed them so that I could get a few more out of it because they didn't need to be very thick to hold these pigments. I thought the pigments might look a little cooler with a black background, so I decided to go ahead and paint the whole thing and wait for it, as you can see here. I decided to go with wood glue and Starbond, just a CA glue, to attach these, and I probably would do this a little different. If I could do it again, I'd probably try to bring screws or brad nails in from the back, but the shelves weren't very thick, so that was kind of hard to do and hard to line it up. So I did this, and it ended up working, but it's just a little messy. So the next part was just leveling it, hanging it exactly where I wanted it to be. I just put a little brad nails in there to hold it in place, and then I screwed it into the studs. Next came the fun part of arranging all of these pigments by color and putting them, the ones that I use the most, a little closer to the ends where I stand when I pour. So here's the rack when it's all finished. I've added a few pigments since I've taken this video, but you get the gist of it here. All my pigments in one area so that when I go to do my pours, I can just look up there for inspiration and see it. And I figured since this was a short video, I'd go ahead and show you how I mix everything up and how easy it is to just grab a pigment from that rack. And I have a coupon code for Baltic Day pigments if you'd be interested in trying them. I think they're the greatest pigments there are, and my code is MAC10. It's MAC10, and you get 10% off your entire purchase. Look how beautiful they look. I also use super clear epoxy, as you just saw, with all of my pours, and I use these Aha Nui Artisans reusable resin molds for all of my pours as well. They make life so much simpler. Here's a good shot of the reusable resin molds. They really are a lifesaver, and you can see there that I know my piece is exactly level from both sides. And reusable clamps, clamps pressure so you get minimal epoxy underneath. And there's the super clear epoxy right into my Baltic Day pigment rack. And I can have all of these different molds up on my HDPE table and pouring at once. And it turns out beautiful. So that's the end of this video. I wanted to make it short and simple and just show you how I built this pigment rack. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I hope you'll like and subscribe.